I was like really creeped out, but I think my husband still thought I was kind of moving it. So I was like, so then I asked it because I was the kind of like the leader of the board because I made it and stuff. So then I asked it what its name was, and it started spelling out GU, and then I believe STIK. So and then after I had spelled it out, I was like, "Oh, your name is Gustic," and it went to yes. So confirming yes, that's my name. So I was like, okay. And then I asked it where it lived before, and it said, and it looked like it was starting to spell out farm, but it spelled out FAR, and then it started FAR, and then it started going TJ. So I didn't really know what that meant and stuff, but I was kind of creeped out because it was, first of all, like the force that was moving it was really strong, and it felt like my husband was removing it, but he was saying that it felt like I was moving it, but I wasn't moving it because I was even kind of like on top of this table, kind of like overhead. Like I wasn't at this level, like, you know, like this. I was kind of like over it, so it's kind of, I feel like, more harder for me to be like my nerves or something, like to be moving it, because I was like this instead of like at this level, so to say. And then he wasn't moving it because he thought I was moving it, and he was even way more scared than I was. I wasn't even really that scared. I was more like in shock that it was moving. Like I never believed that it would actually move like that. And so yeah, it said FARTJ, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know what that means and stuff. And then I asked, oh, how old are you? And then it moved to 0. And then obviously everyone knows who has played the Ouija board, if it says it's 0, it's like bad news because it's saying it's like a demon because it was never born. But then it starts going to 0. So it starts at 0, and then it goes to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as it stops at 1, my husband's like, okay, no, like, stop it. Like, you're moving it. Like, stop it. Like, put it back to 0. Like, you moved it. I know you moved it. I was like, there's no. So he moves the planchette to 0. Like, he moves it. And I was like, why'd you do that? Like, I didn't move it. Like, what the heck? Like, put it back. Let's put it back to 1 where it stopped, because I didn't move it. Like, I swear I didn't move it. Like, why would I move it like that? Like, I didn't move it. Like, put it back. So I moved it back. We never took our fingers off the planchette, by the way. I moved it back to 1. And as soon as I move it back to 1, it moves straight to the top of the board where I drew the circle and the moon. And it stops there, and it just kind of stops. And as soon as it stops like that, my husband's like, stop, like, end this, like, I don't want to play anymore, like, close this board, like, I don't want to play anymore. So I just say, oh, thanks for, taking your time and talking to us, and blah blah blah. I forgot what I said, and then I moved it to goodbye. I flipped the planchette over and I closed the board, like, turned it over, and then we put it back into the trunk right here, which is our coffee table. And that was it. So we closed it, and then my husband's looking at me like, okay, like, I didn't like that. Like, let's never play that again. Like, I did not like that game. I did not like that. I know were you moving it? And he was just like really freaked out. And I was like, no, I wasn't moving it. Like, I wanted this to work, and I wouldn't have moved it myself because I mean, the whole reason I made this was to see if it works, like, with my own eyes. And so I wouldn't have moved it because obviously I would just be lying to myself. And he didn't move it because he was just so freaked out. He didn't even